Breaking news out of the Hill. Pete Hegseth has just said something ridiculous about Goldberg. What is it? Well, let's just find that out in today's legal breaking reporting by The Hill.
Hegseth, Jeff Goldberg, has never seen a war plan. By Ellen Mitchell. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth on Wednesday doubled down on his assertion that he did not share classified plans to strike Houthi targets in a signal group chat of Trump administration officials that was inadvertently shared with a journalist who he claimed has never seen a war plan. In a combative post to X, Hegseth lambasted The Atlantic's editor-in-chief, Jeff Goldberg, for earlier publishing the signal group chat messages, in which the Pentagon chief relayed details about the airstrikes in Yemen earlier this month that an initial article on the matter did not contain, including the specific timeline of the airstrikes and what weapons would be used. The Atlantic said it wanted to make public the texts so that readers could see them for themselves, given that Hegseth and other national security officials have accused Goldberg of lying about the content of the group chat in an attempt to discredit his reporting. No names, no targets, no locations, no units, no routes, no sources, no methods, and no classified information, Hegseth said in his post. The messages The Atlantic released do show specific information related to weapons used and the timing of attacks, including the exact times American F-18 fighter aircraft and MQ-9 drones took off for Yemen before the March 15th airstrikes. This signal message shows that the U.S. Secretary of Defense texted a group that included a phone number unknown to him, Goldberg's cell phone, at 11:44 in the morning. This was 31 minutes before the first U.S. warplanes launched and 2 hours and 1 minute before the beginning of a period in which a primary target, the Houthi target terrorist, was expected to be killed by these American aircraft, Goldberg and National Security and Intelligence reporter Shane Harris wrote. If this text had been received by someone hostile to American interests, or someone merely indiscreet and with access to social media, the Houthis would have had time to prepare for what was meant to be a surprise attack on their strongholds. The consequences for American pilots could have been catastrophic. Those are some really shy war plans, Hegseth said in his post. This only proves one thing. Jeff Goldberg has never seen a war plan or an attack plan, as he now calls it. Not even close. Hegseth's response follows the argument from other Trump administration officials, including White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt, who have latched onto The Atlantic labeling the signal messages an attack plan in its latest headline, rather than a war plan in its previous report. Goldberg, meanwhile, has called that argument semantics, and The Atlantic noted that the White House opposed its publishing of the information. Pentagon Press Secretary Sean Parnell also released a statement Wednesday in which he called The Atlantic reporters hoax peddlers and said the additional signal chat messages confirmed there were no classified materials or war plans shared. Parnell insisted Hegseth's messages were merely updating the group on a plan that was underway and had already been briefed through official channels. The Trump administration in the past few days has pushed hard to downplay the significance of its top national security officials texting such sensitive information over the messaging app. President Trump, when asked about the new The Atlantic reporting during a radio interview, insisted there weren't details in the released chat that compromised anything, repeating that it was really not a big deal. Vice President Vance said in a post to X that Goldberg oversold what he had. And National Security Advisor Michael Waltz, who admitted Tuesday evening that he had mistakenly added Goldberg to the chat, said there were no locations, no sources and methods, no war plans in the published texts. That hasn't place-hated multiple lawmakers, including Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, Democrat from New York, who on Wednesday called for Hegseth to be fired or resign. Some in the GOP, meanwhile, have called for an investigation into the information breach, with Senate Armed Services Committee Chair Roger Wicker, Republican from Mississippi, on Wednesday saying he believes the information detailing the attack plan against the Houthis should have been classified.
And I very much agree. The plan should have been classified, and Hegseth and the entire Trump administration are criminals because of that, leaking American data like that. Hence, ladies and gentlemen, according to federal law, if they're found guilty, all of them, they can all face up to 10 years in prison, a large fine, or hell, even both. And boy, they lied. Tulsi Gabbard, she flat out lied to Congress yesterday during the Senate hearing on the merits. If she is convicted, and as well as everyone that was involved in the chat is convicted of leaking classified information, which is against federal law, they can all spend up to 10 years, and this includes Trump and J.D. Vance. They can all spend up to 10 years in prison, or a fine, or even both. So I don't know what type of BS Caroline Leavitt, or however the hell you say her last name, is saying. But, man, I sure hope that Judge James Boasberg, Boasberg, finds them guilty, because they all need to go down hard and spend 10 years, hell, more than 10 years in prison. If you guys did enjoy this legal breaking reporting, ladies and gentlemen, by The Hill, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. As well as subscribe for all the legal breaking news you need to know about. A couple things you guys can do if you want to make sure that you never miss a brand new legal breaking reporting video that I post onto the channel once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, or even 5 times a day. Please consider hitting that bell icon that is right next to the subscribe button down below on the right hand side. It does not cost anything. Another way you guys can make sure you guys stay up to date on all the legal breaking news you need to know about, please follow me on my social medias that all have linked down below. I am on Instagram, Snapchat, and Threads. There, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can be notified instantly, as well as the bell icon of when I've posted and uploaded a brand new legal breaking reporting video. Until my next reporting, ladies and gentlemen, please stay positive, please stay safe, and know that justice will prevail on the correct side of the law, despite Donald Trump and his illegal administrations and his illegal self and their illegal, unconstitutional efforts, as well as Donald Trump's illegal, unconstitutional executive orders.